numerous incidents, but I don't know if the KKK was involved in them or not.
What about the Freedom Riders?
Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying. I can't remember, but I know some incidents. I remember when Theo boy got killed. But it was, they might have been a part of the KKK, but I think it was just two men that beat him for whistling at that white lady.
Hmm. Do you recall any sit-ins?
Sit-ins?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if the KKK was involved.
Nah.
Was doing the Rosa Parks.
I'm just throwing out stuff. Where did?
Yeah, I can't remember them using the water on them. But they would be sitting down, you know. They would use water hoses on big dogs.
Where were they sitting at?
Huh?
Where were they sitting at?
Most of it was, they would be outside. You know, like in front of some particular building. Something like that. I don't know what they were doing because I was young and I didn't really pay attention to what was going on.
So, how old were you around this time?
The early 60s, the late 50s. Oh.
So you're in your teens, probably?
I was probably about 12 or 13 then. In the late 50s.
Did you have any thoughts on segregation?
It didn't bother me. I know we were segregated.
How are you?
We didn't really have no incidents around here. Stuff that we saw was on the television and what we read in the paper, things like that.
So you weren't really affected? Were any of your family members involved?
We did have to go in the back door. Stuff like that. I remember that. I remember the black and white water. I mean, when black and white, it was colored. Colored and white. I remember going into the train station, and it was like that. The colored people had their part where they had to sit, and the white people had their part where they had to sit. The bathrooms and everything was the same way. Water had where we drank was colored, where they drank was white.
So none of your family members were involved?
No, not the ones that lived around here in my hair. Those were at Dallas. I can remember the first restaurant that was integrated. That was Piccadilly. It was downtown. It was the first, but I don't know what year it was. But I was in Dallas then when the first black couple decided they was going in and order them something to eat. With no incident.
Did
That had to be, I left it from here in 64. Probably about 66, I guess, when that happened.
Did the movement affect like entertainment, religion, economics?
It probably did, baby, but like I told you, I was young. It probably affected other folks. Probably would have affected us a lot. We didn't really realize what was going on nowhere.
So, what would you say was the most significant thing that you can recall?
Going in the back door.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Do you?
We had to go in the back door. And on the train, we had to ride at the front. The two front cars for the black people.
So it was a completely separate car on the train?
And she say on the buses, we always rode at the back.
Do you feel that conditions have improved?
Oh, yeah, conditions have improved a lot. Man, but the biggest majority of that stuff was funny to us. And I tell you one thing I can remember, the fair. We had one day at the fair, Negro Achievement Day.
Mm.
But it was, that's what it was. Baby, that's what it was called. And it was always on a Monday.
It was a celebration of being African American?
Yeah, well, nobody out was supposed to be out there but us. Black people, but I'm quite sure it was some white folks roaming around.
Was this the only day that black people could go to the fair?
That's the only day
Oh.
black people could go to the fair.
Oh, that sucks.
And that was up until what year, Mama? You remember? You have to get on the computer and find that. The day was called Negro Achievement Day.
So you don't see anything like this happening again anytime in the near future, do you? Mm-mm.
Now, they couldn't do no stuff like that now. We got one day to do whatever we got to do. And that's what that boy was fighting for. That was his dream.
Martin Luther King Jr. So, what are your opinions of radical activists such as Malcolm X, Jesse Jackson, and Al Sharpton?
Who you call now?
Malcolm X, Jesse Jackson, and
Malcolm X, Jesse Jackson,
and Al Sharpton.
Al Sharpton. Well, now, you know, I was a Malcolm X fan. I was one of them that believed, let's get us a gun. They shoot at us, we don't shoot back. I was one of them hot heads, I guess you could call. But really and truly, we ain't never really had them. Not even at TI. I started working out there, and I started working at TI in 65. Things going.
Texas Instruments?
Yeah. Texas Instruments. I started working at Texas Instruments in 65, May of 65.
So do you recall Dr. Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech?
Do I recall any parts of it?
Were you watching it on television? Do you know where you were when it happened?
Yeah. I was at home.
And you watched it?
Watched it on TV.
What were your thoughts on it?
I don't know. Back then, we just thought he was up there talking, baby. Yeah, everybody was happy and stuff like that. Martin Luther King. I never will forget. Now, that last one he did, because he said he had been to the mountaintop and he didn't care anymore. I'm like, what's wrong with this man? I'm like, he don't care no more. And I think